folks. Sorry about that. Welcome to our latest episode of the weekly forecast and updates. Thank you so much for your patience and for tuning back in. I know the podcast schedule has been a little crazy, and I promise you, we're going to get back on track. It's just going to take a little time. After the grueling 2-month move due to tornado damage and the sellers wanting to sell the building because of it, and my back going out, me slowly recovering, it's been a process. So, weekly forecast and updates is brought to you by Des Moines New Age Radio on Spotify, as well as Des Moines New Age Shop and Community Center, now out at Merle Hay Mall, which, by the way, the guys are totally awesome out there. They are just rock star. So, anywho, okay. Oh, sorry. Still hard to sit in the chair for a little bit. Coffee. Good to go. Okay. So, this week sees the start of Mars retrograde. Now, technically, let me just check my calendar real fast. Okay, technically, it started December 6th. So, yeah, okay. It's been about, 6 days. We're 6 days in, but I still kind of call this a start of it. It's kind of kicking off, really kicking up. We had our first shadow zone, and then it's rolling on into the start. And now that is going to be going till February of next year. So it's going to be crazy. Now, we are also still in Mercury retrograde. That's going to end on December 15th. But we're still going to have that week-long or so shadow zone, that ending shadow zone where everything gets resolved whether you want it to or not. So for the holidays, we're going to have Mars retrograde and some Mercury retrograde energy filtering all up in there. Yeah. Oh my God. Seriously. Now, keep in mind, we still have Jupiter retrograde, and that is going until February 4th. Uranus retrograde is still going till January 30th. Thankfully, December 7th, Neptune came out of retrograde. We're in the last shadow phase of that. So a lot of the ambient psychic overload of information that comes with a Neptune retrograde is going to back down. It's going to ease up, and it's just going to kind of slough off. I really recommend you guys do some cleansing and grounding activities. Go out into nature. I don't care if it's cold. Just go. Take a nice long walk, clear your mind, just clear it out. Oh, that's why Arthur's been asking to go for a walk in sub-zero temperature. My kiddo, yeah, he's a Pisces, so Neptune native. And by the way, all the Pisceans out there, about the next week or so, that just too full feeling in your head, that's going to dump off. So good job, but clean yourselves out, play lots of music, go for a few drives if that's what helps you, dance, sing. Honestly, singing, that helps me quite a bit. I sing in the shower, but you can sing anywhere you want to, or sing in the car. Wub likes it. Sometimes he'll get in on it, so that's always cool. But yeah, we need to do a lot of cleansing, a lot of grounding. So a lot of white selenite, a lot of black tourmaline, a lot of hematite, a lot of just obsidian and all that stuff, and also quite a bit of rose quartz. Lots of rose quartz. Also recommend sitting by like a salt lamp for a while it's turned on and just kind of like, oh, I know that's what I'm going to be doing. That's probably what I'm going to be doing for Webb. I need to dust the one I have, the few I have off, and turn them on for him and just maybe sit him in like a little ring of them. Anyway, so with Uranus still being in retrograde, that's gonna kick up our rebel streak, really break down some of that stuck thinking. And so that's going to be really good. On a more worldly point, it's going to cause some chaos, some crazy, crazy, crazy chaos, but it's all going to be for the good. Now, Jupiter being retrograde, that plays into the luck factor. Jupiter is all about luck and expansion. I mean, there's more to it, but those are the things that I break it down for. And luck and expansion going retrograde is not great. So our luck's going to be a little off, a little wonky. So with me, at least, I've been saying, oh, it's great. Oh, what the heck just happened? Well, it's great. What happened? So that's kind of a Jupiter retrograde right there. And then the expansion part, our plans are going to be a little slowed down, travel delays, stuff like that, just delays. A lot of delays, a lot of obstructions. When I get to the tarot portion, that's going to be a little bit redundant in the reading. But anyway, So with Mercury winding down into its last shadow phase, just again, be kind, be gracious, be as gracious as you can be. But also don't let anybody step all over your boundaries. Don't let anybody be mean or insulting or anything like that, because you don't deserve that and you don't need that. Okay, just say, you know what? We'll talk after this is all done. Maybe after the new year starts. Maybe after the Chinese New Year starts. We're going into the year of the wood snake, but I'll talk more about that as we get closer. Um, and then Mars retrograde. Okay, all right. Mercury natives, Virgo and Gemini, go easy on those guys. They're having it rough, so be chill with them. And then Mars, of course, Aries. Aries are friendly Aries. Kind, magnanimous, crazy, impulsive. Aries. Mars retrograde hits their Aries natives really hard. It can cause craziness. It can cause spiraling. It can cause depression. It can cause a lot of things. So be mindful of that for all your Aries brethren out there. Kind of just give them a little space. Don't, like I said, don't let them stomp on your boundaries. Don't let them be mean. Don't give them a free pass. By no means do that, because that doesn't help them at all. It's a very different kind of energy than Virgo and Gemini. Just say, hey, whoa, I know you're going through it. I know it's rough, and I'm here for you, but I'm not your punching bag. And that's one of those things where you have to be loving, but, make sure, be loving, but respect both you and them. Because Mars retrograde, it can really turn Aries wonky. I know for me, I'm a Taurus, so when a Venus retrograde hits, which we have next year, I just have to hide my wallet and my credit cards because it causes me to overspend. I mean, literally, I've always wanted to book a trip to such and such. Well, I guess I'm doing it now. But that was the light bill. It was, so I hide everything. It's not quite that bad. Hyperbole, but still. Mars retrograde, it ups temper. It makes people more irritable. It makes them snappish. It causes things to fray really bad. Mars is the planet of aggression, war, competition, but it's also the planet of drive, motivation. So right now, just give everybody a lot of grace and a lot of patience. If they start to step on your boundaries, if fights start to break out, just take a step back and be like, you know what we're fighting about don't even matter. It does not even matter, because I got other stuff to do. Bye-bye. It takes two to fight. Get out of the way. If somebody cuts you off in traffic, just be like, okay, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going my way. I always say when I'm on the road, I never fight anybody for the road. That's fine. I can sit here for quite a while. You go on. That's cool. I'm not going to fight you for it. And that's pretty much the tack you have to take during a Mars retrograde. You got to step back and just be like, I'm going to leave like 15 minutes early just so I don't have to rush. Maybe I'm going to leave 20 minutes early in the winter so I don't have to rush. Slow everything down. Change your pace. Pull back. If somebody tries to come at you with anything, even mildly aggressive, just be like, well, that was not nice, but I'm going to go get a coffee. You have a good day now. My kiddo, he actually had the perfect reaction. Long time ago, this kid was getting in his face and just going for it with him for no reason, whatever. Kid had a problem he needed to resolve, and my son just stood there and was like, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Sorry, it's going bad for you. I'm gonna go play with my ball now. It's just, I was like, oh my God, kid, you're like 6 years old. What the heck? You've got better conflict resolution than I do. So, my kid has been teaching me a lot about that, a lot about patience and being a better person. So he's awesome. But my little Pisces monkey. But with a Mars retrograde, just especially over the holidays, especially in winter, don't let anybody get to you. And I know that's impossible to do, but just remember, have that extra cup of coffee if you need it. Take that extra time. Have the slice of bread, grill it up, put some butter on it. If you want to watch that movie, watch it. Just chill out. If you need to step back and take a minute and play a computer game to zen you out or chill you out, or if you need to light some incense or light a candle, whatever it needs to be, decompress. Because everybody's tempers are going to be a lot more flary and communication is going to suck right now. And it's winter. So everybody's trapped inside together. And when you're out on the road, if it snows or ices or something like that, the conditions are going to suck. So just be like, you know what? I'm just going to back off, and I'm going to back up, and I'm going to give a lot of grace and a lot of patience. Now, moving on from Mars retrograde. And boy, the retrogrades for next year are crazy loopy. Right around the middle of the year, we're all going to just have to be like, what? Anyway, now the phase of the moon is waxing gibbous, and I always mispronounce that, so I do apologize. It is in a sign of Aries, but what this is all about, the waxing gibbous, it's about refinement, preparation. It's a time for deeper understanding. And what that means is, don't try and do too much. Use this time to prepare. Use it to plan. Use it to refine things down, sand down the edges. Use it to be the best you possible and do the best you possibly can. Because the best is all you can do. As long as you know you've done the best, you're doing good. Now, on to the tarot portion of it. For the shadow card that we pulled this time is the Devil. And yes, I'm using my Last Unicorn tarot because you know how much of a unicorn nut I am. And I love the movie The Last Unicorn. God, I used to be able to do the dialogue by heart. Anyway, my poor Aunt Nancy, she was the one who was always stuck watching it with me. So we could literally do the dialogue back and forth. Anyway, so Red Bull. And he definitely did not have wings. But anyway, Red Bull, the Devil. That was upright. So the shadow card, how we came into the week is we're feeling kind of trapped. We're feeling a little depressed, kind of drugged down, kind of stuck, and that's leading us to the Hermit reversed. And what that is we're isolating too much. We're self-isolating. We're kind of going into a cave too much, and we're sitting too much in our own head. We got to get out of our head because King of Wands, we're really good at manifesting, okay? That leadership, that courage, that determination. We're really great at manifesting. So let's make sure we're manifesting good stuff. Let's make sure we're manifesting the life and the future and the path that we want to be on. And for those who don't know what manifesting is, that's using your will to bring what you want into reality. And that, it's different than spell work because you're throwing it out there to the universe going, hey, I don't care. You know what's for everyone's highest good, including mine. And if it's not for my highest good, then fine. It won't happen. But if it is, this is what I want, and the universe is like, we can do that. Not that one, but we can do that. Okay, that piece you're just going to have to get rid of, So manifestation, it's really great. It works in drive, desire, visualization, emotion, feeling like you already have it, and feeling like you deserve it. That's right there. You've got to feel like you deserve the life you want. Always make sure to go back and make sure you are actually going, yes, I deserve this. I want this. This is who I am. This is who I am meant to be. This is all for me right here, Okay, so I know that one's kind of difficult, but definitely go back and check that over. And I may just do a Tuesday night talk on manifestation. We'll see. Anyways, so last card, remember, make sure we are manifesting the correct stuff. Knight of Coins reversed. What that is, that speaks to we've been trying to do too much control, and what we actually need to have is self-discipline right now. because there's something inside of you that you're wanting, and it's coming out as an outward craving, physical plane craving, when it's not. It's more of a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual need. So what we need to do is self-discipline. We need to look back to ourselves, get ourselves back to doing what we know we should be, what we really want to be, but also doing the work to get where we need to be. And you know what? I think it's going to be great. I think it is going to be absolutely an awesome season for that. We get to buckle down, really focus, and come back strong in this next year to come. Now, that rolls me into the updates portion. Okay, I got something really cool coming for you guys probably around next week. I've always wanted to do this. I can finally do it in this new space. The old space was not quite set up for it the way I wanted it to be. I could have done it, but it just really didn't work. So the new space, I got something neat coming, and I think y'all are gonna love it, and it's gonna be great for New Year's. Okay, it's gonna be great for just kind of cleaning off that toxicity and that funk from, obligatory meetings and greetings and group gatherings and just all that stress, and it's going to slough it all off from this year. So anyway, but that's for next week. It's after I get it all set up. This week, we are having the 'Tis the Season Psychic Fair / Psychic Gathering. Now, I've got some exciting ones coming up in January, but we're doing 2 before Christmas. We've got gift cards going. We've got sales going. We've got all kinds of stuff. And you can message me more about it on DesMoinesNewAge.com. I'm also doing posts on it. But so we are having the Psychic Gathering. 'Tis the season, and we're going to have Tessa of Emerald Dahlia. She's cool. She does intuitive astrology. She's a psychic. She does tarot reading. I believe she does some crystal ball reading, and I know she's a Wiccan priestess. She is a Gemini, so she's very chatty and very friendly. And then we have Simone coming in. She does the tarot reading. She makes the awesome candles, which she still has yet to make me a sweet orange and clove body spray or roller, because, oh my God, the candle that smells like that is amazing. Oh, yeah. But I would need like a lifetime supply. So she also makes those awesome migraine balms. I know my dad's a huge migraine sufferer, has been all his life. And she makes a bunch of those, and I keep buying them for him. I'm a migraine sufferer as well. They don't help me quite as much, but for me, I just need to shut all the lights off, lay down, and pass out for a while. My dad can't even pass out. So yeah, they really work for him really well, and they work for several other people I know too. So every migraine is different though, but her stuff, as a general consensus, it works pretty darn well. And they're all handmade by her. Let's see. Tarot, balms, candles. I believe she makes one other thing, and it's escaping me. And I'm probably because I'm running out of coffee. Anyway, so Simone's going to be there. Willow Tree reading. She's absolutely awesome. You got to swing by and see her. She is going to try and hold a class either this month or next, a couple classes. And they sound really awesome. I think one's like a protective wreath. It just sounds really cool. And then let's see. We're also going to have, of course, Angel Lynn, psychic medium, clairvoyant, pet psychic. She's really, really cool. And she's also a Gemini, oddly enough. So yes, she's very chatty and very friendly. She has never met a stranger. Simone is a Cancerian, also wonderful, very chatty, very friendly. Little more reserved, but she's just awesome. And then we have Destiny, Orclist and local author. She's working on book number 2, by the way, as well as selling spell jars and all kinds of little goodies. And she is just like a shiny little light. You guys got to come see her, and you got to get at least a small reading from her. She always has a positive message, very insightful. So always good to talk to her. And I believe there's one more. Anyway, look on the event, look on the website. I did make the post. As always, we are getting the shop back together and slowly getting everything designed and set up and all that stuff. And for this fair, our vendors are going to be out in the main area because I'm going to be doing some renovations to the vendor area that I'm really interested in. It was actually Tessa from Emerald Dahlia that made a suggestion that ended up leading me here. So, so thank you, Tessa. And I think it's going to look absolutely awesome. I will show you guys pictures once it's all done. Once it's done. So, but anyways, yep, just moving and grooving and jumping, and hopefully I can make up some more candles and bulbs myself, the herb candles and the helper candles and stuff like that. I just haven't quite got that far yet. You know how it goes. All right, guys, loves to you all, and I think that's it for the updates. Wow, this was a lot longer than I wanted it to be. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, well. Mwah. Loves to you all. I'll see you tonight on the Psychic Roundtable. We're going to have the ladies for the fair on, and they're going to be doing a few question and answers from the audience and from each other and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a little bit of an open lines-ish format if you guys ever listen to the podcast and the radio shows in the olden days. And so, yeah. Just call in and ask questions because it's going to be fun. You can ask anything you want. All right, guys. Loves to y'all. Mwah. And, oh, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Find Des Moines New Age Radio on Spotify. And if you have any questions, fire them at me because I love questions. Every answer begins with a question. All right. Mwah. Happy holidays, season's greetings, happy Yule, Merry Christmas, all of it. I love this season. It's my favorite. All right. See you guys soon. Bye.